I don't know how close Panda lives, if Panda was also able to do that, but like, it doesn't matter how comfortable the bed is, no one sleeps well at hotels.
Absolutely.
Like, is that a power-up that we think is, I think that is genuinely something that could be a big impact.
Security threw out the person next door to me and set an alarm that woke me up. I get it.
That's crazy.
I get it. There's some crazy stuff in Florida. My Uber Eats last night got stolen. So, anything can happen.
All right, I mean...
Oh, that's huge.
Oh,
what a crazy combo. Doesn't even need a rest.
Dear.
Forward smash off the missed tech, and Hungrybox already on the board.
Dude, that forward smash was at like 75% too. That was not a like, oh, this is going to kill for sure. That was a, I think you're holding out expecting something totally different right now.
And I respect the confidence from Hungrybox. A lot of puffs don't go for that.
No.
Like, he waited out and got the grab. Doesn't even go for a rest there either. He doesn't need it.
In the preeminent set yesterday, which was a crazy close game 5 that preeminent was able to take. Hungrybox, I was noticing when HBox is willing to let these rests rip, was doing a phenomenal job. They were all extremely precise, some wild mix-ups, but also is extremely aware of the percents, when it's safe, when it's not worth taking the risk. There's so much going on. You almost think of that as like a resource at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like stocks, you know? Like, doing the rest means you're going to take so much damage, and you need to be so precise with hitting them and confident that you're going to hit them that if you miss, you'll take a crazy amount of percent. And against someone as precise and refined with his rest punishes as Panda is, and someone who's beaten Hungrybox in the past at CEO nonetheless, like, you got to be prepared. Like, every rest counts.
Every rest counts, absolutely. I think of it as like resource management in a traditional fighter.
Oh, great grab.
Gonna take that.
No SDI.
And honestly, Panda did not take that much percent beforehand. This is back to even.
Yeah, Panda plays this really aggressively, like a Fox Puff. I feel like there's two styles, like two schools.
Yes.
A Fox Puff, the runaway, run and gun, you find your moment, and the hold forward, like I'm going to mash my face on the keyboard here. Like, Panda's definitely the latter. He plays like a crackhead. He's
like
so
a madman, yeah. It's not just the hold forward, it's the hold forward with like the slight burst of like, all right, now I hold back for 1 second, I'm gonna see what you do here.
Yeah, and it's all intentional too. It's not just like mashing buttons to mash buttons. Like, it's all got reason within this moment.
Yeah, there is the, like, if I can stay in this proximity, it's a spot where Puff struggles to get some of these big aerials out, the things that you're worried about running into.
Huge.
The things there where you're able to call it out with the up air. And is up a stock, and honestly, 51% is looking pretty right now.
HBox trying to fish for calling up a jump with these back airs, trying to get an up air into a rest, anything on the board, and Panda's not letting him get anything started.
Absolutely not. The problem, as we saw before, you are liable to die at 75, 85, and we are now on last stock.
It's just so scary dash dancing in the corner and ceding space, especially for a Puff that has shown that he's going to dash attack in the corner.
I was scared. Good job on the roll.
Yeah, I wasn't able to quite get the RTC rest, but guess one there.
There we go.
Tried and true. The up air rest it's just so brutal. Like, once you're out of that percent where it's too low for the upper to be a threat, like, you got to be prepared for it at any point of the game. You got to DI that.
Well, and with HBox having like really been practicing and grinding the RTC rest that you mentioned, it's not even just the like, oh well, I need to hit the tech and then I'll take another aerial, but I'll be fine. Now you have to worry about, if I tech, which direction am I teching in place? Am I going left, right? And can one cover any of those right now?
I feel like his ability to RTC rest is really indicative of how his year has gone. Because I remember at the beginning of the year, he was still learning. Like, he was saying that he would get the lessons from CPU 0, he would grind it out. People were surprised. Like, some people think he wouldn't have done it. And now, it's just part of the gameplay. Yeah, like, it's just standard.
It was the, what do you mean? The content man. He's just going to... Like, he's just going to do this. He doesn't want to put in time. He's going to focus on streaming. He's like, no, I can do both. I'm still extremely good at these games. What are you talking about?
Behind the layers of this tycoon and empire that Hungrybox has built up over the last several years, like, there is still the beast inside that wants to win majors, and it might be coming out today.
The other thing that's always really funny to me is when people are like, yeah, but he was streaming this thing. He's like, yeah, he also practices off stream.
Yeah.
Shocker. Like...
If anything, that's more indicative of what he wants to do.
Yes.
You don't practice the game seriously on stream as content. You practice it off stream
where
to
I can
actually
sit there
practice.
In silence and grind this out instead of being like, well, chat, look at this thing going on.
Well, chat, watch me RTC rest this Fox for an hour and a half.
That's big. That's big.
My man's been grinding.
HBox playing such a phenomenal job, not at the ledge, but near the ledge of the, like, if I get you, I can now threaten either the up throw rest like that, or you can threaten, you know, I'm going to get you off stage super fast.
Also, really good awareness from Juan to do the ASA down and CC on the jab, knowing that like he was at a percent where it looked a little bit dangerous for the untrained eye, but he was ready. Now he's pretty content here. Like he is able to just throw out these fade back airs, fade forward back airs, and Panda has to find a way in. And if he takes trades, it's so favorable for
Oh
Juan.
my god, the shield. I actually like that when your back is facing, you don't have as many options just because, like, hit me one more time, I'll slide off. I'm Puff. Other people might be worried about this. I am not.
Exactly, exactly. And now Panda putting on a decent amount of percent here. I mean, it's still FD, like anything's possible, but it's looking like Hungrybox's game to lose.
I mean, yeah, at one point it was up 4 stocks to 1, and even now, it's not like, ooh, I'm not feeling the momentum of like, oh, Panda's starting to make a huge comeback. This is, all right, this could be rough. You might be staring down the barrel of like, I don't want to get 3-0'd on that stage.
Exactly. But Panda's playing the running gun game pretty well.
I mean, prove me wrong. I would love to eat my words here.
I mean, we'll see Hungrybox. Oh, whoa, what? Okay.
I mean, I know it's possible, but why?
I mean, that's the kind of thing with Panda. Like, he's the next coming to Cobalt in a sense, where he plays the really like deranged kind of Fox style, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, there's the like what we used to call like the Swedish Fox of like super precise, super optimal, and then there's the deranged Madman Fox that'll go for up air off stage like that.
And starts with 3 stocks every game. Oh, doesn't get the second forward air. Great pressure on Panda's part. You know, we were talking about how this was looking like HBox's game to lose, and oh, I thought it was going to be an up smash.
Wait, follows the roll. Back
Gets
off
hot by
stage.
every hit of the multi-hit down air. And
oh, and off the backboard, we're going straight to that right side blast zone.
And HBox up 2-0. That's the thing is, even if Panda takes this game, because he's got to get on the board somehow. He's got to get on the board. He's still got to go to Dreamland.
I was going to say, we started there, then we went to FD.
Yes.
Do you think that's still the play at this point? Or do you think, I was surprised we didn't go to Pokemon personally, but
it's been like
not a Fox player.
It's been a trend nowadays. The modern Foxes typically go in FD over Stadium. Like, even though the ceiling's a little bit higher, the lack of platforms, lack of transformations.
Yeah, I do think transformations is the big one too.
The thing is with like Fox with a lead can make it like brutal for Puff to approach. It becomes this hellish landscape where you have to evade the torrent of lasers and also have to deal with the threat of back air, up tilt. And Hungrybox doesn't care about any of that.
Yeah, I mean it is. If you're able to get the game going, you can put Puff in the Nightmare Vortex. But I mean, there's been very few times in this set so far where Panda looks like he's had the momentum on his side, and that's one more.
Hungrybox doing a pretty good job here. Panda finds the up air, up air to get the kill.
Even though some of these have been like fairly back and forth, fairly even, it has always been Juan getting that first opening. It has been Panda's job to prove like, all right, I can make a comeback. I can bring you back to the same amount.
I'm loving this patience from Panda.
Yes.
Now he's playing the run and gun game. Even though there's no top platform, he's finding a way to circle camp using these really unconventional up Bs.
Circle camping on a stage with no platform is just magnificent work.
Yeah, like he really thinks about the game so differently from all other Foxes.
Also, this feels a lot more reminiscent of how Panda was playing the end of the last game when the stock shift started to happen. If Panda's able to keep this up, I could absolutely see this going to another game here.
But HBox got the patience. He just dodged every single one of them. Like the Mission Impossible dodge. Oh no, Ocean's 11 dodging the lasers.
I think there's dodging lasers in both of those movies.
True,
I think you were right either way. Calls out the Nair in, the drift back, and Panda's up 1.
Beautiful overshoot calling out Juan on that. Oh!
Promise here at 74%. We've seen multiple kills.
He hasn't found a way to deal with it.
Straight down that time. Honestly, I love the mix-up. Juan started going over the left thinking like, well, you're going to do that thing again. And Panda's like, nah, I'm going to take center instead.
Swedish Fox route, they caught dead doing those up Bs, but Panda's making them work.
What do you mean? What do you mean you didn't just dash dance for 20 more seconds?
And I'm loving the running shine mix-ups too, where he doesn't immediately go for the running shine grab. He goes for the running shine nair.
Yep.
So when HBox is, no way.
Can you get back? Is that too low?
Shine it.
That's definitely done now.
Panda up 3 stocks.
There we go. I told you if we were able to keep this pace up.
What? He did the drill rest.
Yeah.
That was the old Toussaint combo. That was crazy. I mean, granted, he was invincible too, so he had a little bit less to risk, but it was still crazy to see it in
There's less
action.
risk if you missed it, but still just hitting the confirm nonetheless.
I mean, this is still doable for Hungrybox.
Yes.
Like,
you can never count the man out.
Rest absolutely on the table, and Panda peppering on so much percent with these lasers, but it means that he can take
into
space.
The grab. I like the DI out on that.
It's just so scary conceding space versus Puff in this matchup. Like, you get some extra percent in, but Puff gets the damage dealers at the end of the day.
Once you're not only looking for, like, okay, where's the rest setup? We're just doing drills here.
Looking like a floaty killer.
They got the construction zone. Where are we going next? Oh, this is risky.
And precise. Beautiful stuff. We're at a last stock game. That lead is gone, baby.
We went from Panda being up 3 stocks to 1. And not only is it 3 stocks to 1, but I think it might be over in the second here.
Waits out the
Still
air
hasn't
dodge.
landed. Juan didn't take more than 26% in 3 stocks.
That was ridiculous. Well-deserved breath of relief. Like, you brought it up yourself. Like, not taking that much damage in 3 stocks, looking like a completely different beast.
3 stocks, 26%.
On FD nonetheless.
Right. Like, this is not us being like, oh, lasers don't count. That concludes lasers. That includes literally any move on the table. That was immaculate play at the end there.